actual real reaction video as honest as possible. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this camera here. All right, this. And yeah, so for everyone who doesn't know, yesterday at 10 o'clock in the evening was the PlayStation 5 event stream, which meant that I already got spoiled that the prices are out, and I got spoiled. It should be fun. His video seems to be like an hour, right? Yeah. But I want to stop and run the original video. I think that makes more sense. Put this here. All right. So yeah. Anyway, what did I want to say? Yeah, so I already got spoiled for the price. I already got spoiled for Final Fantasy 16 having been come out. So I cannot really react crazy about these two facts. But at least I can react at all to all the other stuff that is happening. So I think we're gonna just jump right into it and watch the stream. I wanted to talk about things that I'm expecting to happen. Apart from, as I already said, the price being revealed and Final Fantasy 16 being revealed. I guess that they're gonna show something about Demon's Souls, which is interesting for this channel. Because it's gonna be probably one of the flagships of. I'm gonna switch that light on at the same time too. Now it's fighting as hard as it can against sunlight. Put it here. All right, so you guys can see my face actually. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting for the channel, the Demon's Souls video, or Demon's Souls. I guess that it's going to be that they're going to show us more of Demon's Souls. I guess there will be some like jump and run game or whatever, Ratchet and Clank, I don't know, to have some games for the reveal, not for the reveal, for the release. Something that, you know, people can have, people can buy, so that there's a little more games to play. And I do not think that we will see anything of Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring is still too early for Elden Ring for something to come out. Maybe we will see a remaster other than Demon's Souls. Like possibly, I don't know. I mean, last time it was The Last of Us, right? That got a remaster for the PlayStation 4. It wasn't too old when the PlayStation 3 came out, I think. But I think it was a little longer than The Last of Us 2 now has had for the PlayStation 5 reveal. We will see. I'm definitely excited. I want to stream PlayStation 5 content on the stream, so well, just let's jump right into it. So yeah, this program contains mature content, so be aware of that.
Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different.
Where are we?
You see things others can't.
This is the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it.
But whatever comes, I will be ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna go back just real quick. So, there it is. I think it's interesting that they chose to show the DVD version, or the not the DVD version, but the disc version, the bigger one from the front, and the slim version from diagonally from the side. Does make a lot of sense, I guess, because you can see that way the disc tray easy. I'm not so sure about the design. I think it still looks just off, but I guess that it's because it's just new. Like it's something that we're not used to. But I always liked the very simple design of the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4. But it doesn't really. I don't think it looks ugly. I don't think it's a super bad design or whatever. I think the controller could look better. Not a huge fan of the controller, but we will see. I mean, you have to use it first, right, before you can really say anything about it. Oh, okay, that is interesting that they say that.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant.
Shiva.
And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Our kind do not question orders, we follow them.
That's
Sergeant,
okay, Final Fantasy 16.
let's summon their icon.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain!
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
So we're Sentinel Dragoons. Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
It's the Archduke's son.
Phoenix.
Joshua! Stop this!
Second icon of fire. But that's impossible. The legacy of the crystals has shaped our history. I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
I'm just gonna stop it right here. That's the good part about us being able to watch this as a video and don't have to follow the live stream, because there's a lot that happened there. First of all, like there was a lot of blood. Holy shit! I did not expect to see so much blood, especially this Ifrit scene.
Enough.
What the hell is he like? He's like ripping anything apart. That's super brutal. That usually doesn't happen like this in a lot of Final Fantasy parts. I think that like there's just one part of Final Fantasy VII where you see blood. That is just the last scene, basically, where you see Sephiroth. There's not a lot of blood in Final Fantasy usually. Crazy like that. So that is off. I think that's Ifrit. That is pretty clear. Pretty clearly Ifrit fighting Phoenix before. Like here it's Shiva fighting. So I think this one here actually. I guess this is the hi Julia. I guess this is Ifrit's summoning attack, I guess.
Enough.
Then they typically, like, again, it's the same, like, usually it's about crystals and different nations, obviously, fighting against each other's. Having crystals protecting themselves. And what I really liked about Final Fantasy 15 was, I hope that is what they are hinting at with this here, that this dude is this dude, but just as an adult. I don't know.
I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I...
Because the eyes are the same, right? Like he has the same eyes. He just looks like he got like something happened, like there's some, I don't know, like he went through a lot or whatever. But the eyes are exactly the same. Yeah, I think so too. Crazy cool trailer. I love the art design. I love it. Like I love this fight. Yeah, and a new scar and a new tattoo on the side too. And in the very beginning, they were talking about like we follow orders. That's just what we do. There were rumors that it's Yoshi P, but I think he himself said it's not him. He himself said in an interview that there were rumors that he was working on Final Fantasy 16 and not on Final Fantasy 14 anymore. Therefore. But he said that these are just rumors. I don't know yet if this is from Yoshi P. I tried to be completely unspoiled or unspoilered for the reveal, so I will have to look it up. But did you read anything about it, that it's a Yoshi P game? But yeah, it's super interesting. Blew my mind. And this actually, like the boy seems to summon Phoenix against his will, kind of, right? Yes, and the Dragoon fight. Wait, I didn't even realize that. That's a Phoenix wing. Yes. The Dragoon dies and lies on the floor. It's super funny. I think it's funny. So here's a Phoenix wing, and I was already thinking earlier when we watched it. There's a scene where he's
Imperial Vipers.
Where?
Do they really mean to invade us?
That looks quite so crazy. It looks like yeah, there was
the Archduke's son.
This is that's difficult. That's definitely Titan Fists.
It's the Archduke's son.
Phoenix.
Xanth, hear you at all when the video is going? I can't hear you at all. Ah. Alright. I'm going to make the video a little lower. I think I'm gonna I have to put that here. Check.
Stop there!
Okay, so I think it's okay now with the volume of the desktop audio. So it should be better now. Actually. Alright, thank you.
Second life on a fire. But that's impossible.
So obviously they don't know that the boy is some kind of like summoner or whatever, I guess.
The legacy of the crystals.
Super crazy, super awesome trailer, and PlayStation console exclusive. That's crazy that they managed to get a PlayStation console exclusive again. Wait, what? PlayStation console. Oh, okay, so it is available on PC, but for the consoles, it's just PlayStation. So, yeah, but I mean, okay, so about exclusives, this is obviously because of the fight between Xbox and PlayStation, right? Because Xbox also has a lot of like the connectivity between Xbox and PC because of Microsoft. I think is just such a big deal for PlayStation that they just need to put out exclusives left and right for console gaming. And I mean, there's a high possibility that there will be more console games on other console, more PlayStation games on other consoles later on, because that's what happened with some of the console games that were PlayStation exclusive later on, like for example Mass Effect and so on, which was like one of the selling points of PlayStation, and then they put it out for Xbox. Plus, they already said that they would take a lot of PlayStation console exclusives and make them available on PC. So things like, I think Horizon Zero Dawn is exclusive, God of War is exclusive. Those games will probably come out on PC in the near future. So. Xbox. Square X circle and triangle. Oh, okay. So that was just Final Fantasy 16 that was actually emulated, and now everything is really how it looks like on the PlayStation 5.
It's too cold to change out here.
Yes.
Dang, I'm late for Mom's rally.
Is that Miles? I think that's Miles Morales, yeah. Probably. And we also have to acknowledge that
You got the house key? Yeah, I got it.
The Final Fantasy 16 trailer was just cutscenes, right? Yeah, I think so. I think it's Miles Morales.
Come on! We're gonna be late!
He got older.
Hey! Dude, I am so filling your suit with snow. Are you still wearing your suit?
Yeah, you know, just in case.
It's gonna be fine.
Alright.
See, this is my favorite part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music.
Man, this would be great for the last beat I was working on.
I mean, it looks like it
get back
could
into
actually,
Yeah, it's
actually
been a
be
while.
100% real. Doesn't really completely blow my mind.
What do you think about Rio Morales? You gonna vote for her?
Rio Morales.
It's still hard to think of Mom as a politician. She's been a teacher my whole
Light
life.
is cool.
Similar skill sets, right?
Really nice.
Corralling people, educating
Floor
them,
looks
making
really,
sure they don't throw things at each other.
Reflections on the floor look super good. Smoke looks good. Holy shit.
Hi, I'm Brian Horton, creative director at Insomniac Games. We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game, and we find Miles' new home, Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews while Miles' mom, Rio Morales, leads an election rally. A war between the devious energy corporation Roxxon and the Underground. A high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on PlayStation 5 hardware, the Underground attacks Roxxon, sending the rally into chaos in a fight that spills onto the Braithwaite Bridge, where the Underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, Newform. Let's take a look.
Go, go, go! Stop! Whoa!
Fight gameplay?
Let's not shoot each other, all right?
Alright.
We're after the new form. Ignore everything else.
Female bad guy. I like that.
Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry.
Yeah, but what we saw with the new Unreal Engine, what was possible in the night, I can't imagine that this is like there's not a lot of stuff that is so overwhelming in the lighting.
Keep him busy.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, it's always difficult to
Bridge
say.
coming down! I have to stop this!
That's a lot of light. A lot of stuff that is It's making sense.
People are trapped over there! I have to push past these guys! Where is he? Kill you!
Yeah, we will see.
Don't let him touch you! Help! Help! No.
Spidey moment. Screaming no, 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 no.
The bus! Everybody get out!
Alright, that's good. Good idea.
No! Don't worry, I got you!
Thank you.
Man! Those people! They're trapped!
I'm not super pumped for the quick time events. I mean, they always look cool.
I've got an idea.
Always makes it very cineastic.
I need something they can cross. No! I can stop this!
Oh, Tobey Maguire moment.
Just a little closer!
About the gameplay. We saw them fighting. I'm gonna stop this right here. So the sequence when they walk through the streets, I think that was supposed to show us like how the light looks like, and what they can do with reflections on the floor and so on, and that a lot of people are like walking by and everything is happening, which kind of is the explanation, I guess, why like the graphics aren't really blowing my mind. Like it's not like you look at the people's faces in the in-game cutscenes and you have the feeling like, oh my god, this is such a huge step forward. Like I have the feeling like it's not really a lot crazier than we had in late PlayStation 4 times now. But at the same time, the light effects and so on, that's definitely something that changed. Like in the fighting, like you said, Julia, it looks really smooth. They did it on the PlayStation 5. The question is what is going to be... So the PlayStation 5 obviously can do that when we're not sure about how much of the game will actually look like it, right? So that the PlayStation 5 is capable of doing this is already a good sign. Like that's already a good thing. Question is now, will the game in the very end look like this? Because we had photos from the last Spidey game that came out where we had like light reflections and so on like this on the floor, screenshots that were in game, and then finally it was nothing like that. So we will see. It's difficult to say, but it's a hype trailer. It's a good trailer. Like some actions. I like that they chose Miles Morales as the Spider-Man in this game, and I like that it's a female BBEG. And she seems strong, like she seems really to be evil too. Right.
Magic,
oh, Harry
both
Potter.
Beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history. That common
Magic
bond we share
Harry Potter, right?
is the legacy of Hogwarts.
Yeah. Hogwarts.
Now it is time to add your own story to these hallowed halls
19th century, that's nice.
and quite possibly shape the future of the wizarding world. Every corridor, every portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story of witches and wizards who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends.
I don't know, like it doesn't.
And grow
it
into
doesn't
your
really,
own magical abilities in the classrooms of the world's
like, I don't
most
understand, like
talented
the whole thing
professors.
about why Harry Potter was so
While your journey
mind-blowing
begins
was because it was a
at
teenager thing
brewing potions,
made by
taming fantastic beasts,
Miss Rowling
and mastering
for
spells.
teenagers growing up with the books.
There is a larger world beyond these walls.
And did you see the frame drop there?
Filled with dangers you can't
Wait, I have to go back to this.
There is a larger world beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine.
Yeah,
An ancient
I don't get the
long
whole,
gone
okay,
from this world.
we need more of this world, we need more of this world. It was amazing because it was Harry Potter growing
That
up
strange and
with
mysterious
us,
talent you possess
kind of,
may be the key to
and,
unlocking this
also
dormant power.
And now, yes, of course, I can understand that it's cute and nice with the
limitless,
developing the world and so on.
But what form will it take? The journey
the whole
ahead
Voldemort thing was the thing, right? And I loved the fact that before we didn't know like who was Grindelwald and why was he in the book. No one really talked a lot about
the choices
now we have the movies.
you make now
I have to say
will
that I
define
didn't really
the legacy of Hogwarts.
The movies about like Fantastic Beasts or whatever. Like I watched the first one, was okay. Started the second one, stopped it halfway through because I don't know, didn't get me. Yeah. Oh, now we have to probably see something.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Vondrak, Creative Director at Raven. One of our goals as developers is to bring the game world to life unlike anything you've ever experienced, and the PlayStation 5 is making that happen. With the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience. From what you see in the world, to how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black Ops Cold War, you will be transported to the year 1981, in the middle of one of the most dangerous times the world has ever known, the height of the Cold War. The following is a portion of the first campaign mission where you've been given the name of a high-value target linked to the Iran hostage crisis. But in true Black Ops style, nothing is as it seems. Take a look.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Kasim is out of the picture.
How long before
it is
we
Call
get
of Duty, right?
The team arrived in Turkey a few hours ago. They should be in position shortly.
Yeah, in front of my brother. Oh gosh. Well, that is probably going to just look amazing.
Airfield's just up ahead.
That's
find
like
this shithead.
facial expression that I expect from a title like this.
Priority is to ID Raj.
But this is also a game that is probably going to be 6 hours maximum, right, in single player. So they have a lot more resources to get blown away by the looks of it. It's just too sad that it's in 30 FPS and not in 60 the whole video. It'd be nice to see it in 60 FPS.
Check it out.
Incoming truck.
So
Left side.
They're telling us that this is not scripted, that this is played.
Rush might be
this is not played. I think that's it's supposed to look like it, but I think it's they scripted it for the
Can't make out his face yet.
I don't want to know.
The fuck? He just iced everyone in the truck. That's gotta be a Raj.
Hold fire. We need a positive ID.
You don't move like this with the controller with the analog stick.
That's our man. Take him out.
Headshot,
Shit!
Idiot!
Can't let it get away!
not video game.
We hope you enjoyed that sneak peek at the campaign for Black Ops Cold War. There are many more twists and turns along the way as you begin to unravel the truth, and we can't wait for you to play it soon. In addition to the story campaign, Cold War features the next generation of multiplayer online combat and an all-new awesome zombies experience. Today, I have the special honor to announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer alpha exclusively on PlayStation 4. And for those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the experience starting tomorrow. We can't wait to see you online Friday and through the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Because I'm fairly sure that it's going to look better on PC. Yeah, I think so too. The lighting and everything. It's like they always, like now I think everything that we saw, all the trailers, they always want to get us with the lighting, which was also like the selling point for the Unreal Engine, the new one.
All clear.
Come on, move!
That's
Chris? What the hell? Take him away.
Alright, it should be better now. No, what I just what I was saying is that the lighting
in life.
The lighting is the complete selling point of of this whole trailer. I have the feeling of the PS5 event, which was also the kind of like the thing for the theme for the Unreal Engine trailer. I had the feeling. But I'm gonna just go back real quick and watch that trailer from the beginning. Because it's Capcom, right?
All clear.
Come on, move! Chris? What the hell?
Resident Evil.
Take him away.
I think it must be Resident Evil, right? Capcom and Chris? And that looks like Resident Evil. Ah, you watched it already yesterday.
In life and in death, we give glory. The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again!
Mia.
Quit being so paranoid. Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father,
Hey, King J.
who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
Still too low. Does that help? I'm like
It's
turning
just
it
a
down and
local
down.
tale.
Village Resident Evil.
If it's just looking, window shop away.
All right. Actually, now that you're in the stream, I said it in the very beginning of starting the stream. I wanted to watch your actually tried to watch your stream. Tried it out before I started the video, but I think it's just too much. If we're both talking at the same time, or like, you know, you're saying stuff and I'm saying stuff, I think that's just confusing. I put the video like in the beginning of the stream, but I think there's just too much talk then, and people are getting confused about it. So yeah, sorry about that. Tried it out, but I guess it's just what it is. Wait, let me check chat real quick. Alternate had an offer 649 console plus controller plus 1 game, but gone already. Yeah, everything's gone. It was, as far as I saw it, it was sold out at 9 o'clock this morning, right? Yeah, makes sense. I only really talked between trailers, but yeah, I reacted way too much later on. Yeah, it's completely fine, right? Like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we can still enjoy this thing together. Maybe next time when I'm not having to do my own like IRL stuff, I'm just gonna watch your stream, and that's way cooler then. 8 targets, 1 rival assassin.
You want out of a time loop? You gotta learn how it works. Black Reef is a puzzle, and each visionary is a different piece.
The hell?
I am a respected scientist.
I've done so many loops, I've learned to run circles around him.
The others look like... What are they? Like, are they figurines? What the hell? They look like these green military figurines that everyone had like as children. But it is a battlegrounds shooter, right? Like a arena thing.
Targets out one by one, more than I can remember. But there is never enough time. I go after one, another lives. Because right now, half an island away, a different visionary is throwing his nightly cannibal masquerade. Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor is a big fan, yet somehow he never makes it to the party. Something keeps him home.
Colt, you there, buddy?
Here's the invite to the party. And here's why Igor blew it off. He made some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
It's not an arena game.
That he makes every morning. Unless I get there first.
I thought it would have been interesting if it would have been some kind of arena game where you have NPCs trying to stop you.
No reason for Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time. In the same loop.
Oh, okay, I think I get it. So basically you're trying to make the things happen the way that you can kill 2 enemies, 2 like boss-like enemies in one level design. So you need to put them, like somehow you have to connect them, get them in the same area so that then you can kill them. And that is the goal? That's the 2 birds, 1 stone thing?
8 targets on my list. Every one of them with grand plans for eternal life. To break the loop, I gotta break the rules. Clock's ticking.
And you just ran out of time. You keep forgetting, Colt. I'm not like those other idiots. Only got one name on my list. Yours.
Okay. So it looks interesting. It looks, if it's holding what it promises, it looks cool. It's kind of like a cool idea, I think. that you have to kind of like puzzle the things together that that you get like the opportunity to kill multiple boss enemies in one loop. I think that's cool. Makes sense. I just hope that it doesn't break down to, you know, like there's just one way to do it, and then basically you just rush through the game. Which, I mean, that would be interesting for speedrunners, but it wouldn't be too much of a, you know, blow me away type of game. Would be cool if there's like multiple ways to get the people together and multiple people that you can put together. So not just this Igor guy and this Foxhead guy, but also like Igor and I don't know, whatever for a kind of like other dude, or the Foxhead guy and whatever. That's interesting. It would be. But the levels didn't look huge, right? The levels were probably pretty pretty small.
That day, if our positions were switched, would our fates be different? Would I have your
EMC?
life and you mine?
Yes. Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. There has to be some kind of remaster that we didn't hear about yet. Devil May Cry 5 makes a lot of sense, I think. Special edition. Looks good. It's just still not... I don't think that any of this is better than what PC is able to do already. Which is not the selling point, of course. It's not that you have to make a console that is better than what PC is able to do or whatever. At least for me it isn't. Yeah, 1 year after release, that's true. But I kind of expected that. That's what I said in the beginning of the stream. That it wasn't it kind of the same with The Last of Us? The Last of Us 1 and The Last of Us Remaster? Because like, I kind of expected that. And I expected that at launch. I said it in the beginning. I didn't know what game to expect, but I was fairly sure that there would be a game like this now. Oddworld inhabit. There's a jump and run. Yeah.
Did those fugitive morons burn down their own hideout?
It sounds idiotic, but that's exactly what it looks like.
Bad karma for burning down my farm.
I like Oddworld though.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, creative director of Oddworld Soulstorm, and we're excited to bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game. Here, our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off the back of freeing his people from the nefarious Rupture Farms. He thinks the journey is over, but soon discovers it has only just begun. The stakes are higher, the threats are larger, the obstacles are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. Enjoy.
I have the feeling it looks good though. Oh.
right here. Hey, why the hold up? I could go for a sandwich right now. We gotta get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here. My tummy's growling. I'm hungry.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. That's a cool jump and run to hit it off with. I expected something like Ratchet and Clank or Knack 2. Yeah, I know, right? I wouldn't mind playing that too.
Gregory, your friends are worried about you. They're here with me. Please come out. Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't happen again. It's been such a difficult day for all of us. Why don't you come out and we can play a game together? It won't happen again.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's?
It was just a glitch.
Gregory,
Ooh.
be still. I think she's found us.
All right, Five Nights at Freddy's goes on, huh? Interesting. Never played a Five Nights at Freddy's game. Maybe I should do that on stream once in my life. Ah, yeah, I did. No, I don't know. I usually don't jump up too much on jump scares, which I mean, it's bright outside, right? Like it's daylight, so. You weren't paying attention. Oh, there it is. Demon Souls. The world might. Oh, it looks good. Wow. That looks good. Oh, please look like this. Oh my god, that looks so good. That's so good. Holy shit! Holy shit! That looks so good! Wow, that's mind-blowing. Wow, the light! Wow, the light on the shoulder plate! Wow. Parry him. Parry his ass. Nice! The messages. Wow! But it's obviously scripted, right? It's probably not gonna look that good. Oh. Like you see no health bar. You see no health bar, you see no and he's fast. Was it that fast? Hey, I mean, what's his fucking endurance, right? Like he's wearing the knight's armor or what? Oh yes. You capable of killing him? Yeah. I think so too. Like he got 3 times in a row. He got come on! I wanted to see the demon. Oh. Oh, nice. Boah. Wait, was that attack new? Did she do that attack? Did she... I can't remember if she spit something on the floor and set it afire. I have the feeling like that's new. I don't know. Can't remember it. Yeah. Ray tracing looks really good. Really, really good. I wonder how it's gonna look like on a real PlayStation 5. I mean, people will find out in November, right? Oh god, seriously? Yeah. Fucking Fortnite. I mean, I watched a guy streaming it like the other day for like 5 minutes or something. Oh, thanks for tracking it, not dragging it out for too long. I have to say, it's definitely a super high skill level, right? Like that they play it on. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Can you kill something that big?
All right. Nice. A lot of games that I want to play. Fallout 4. Oh. Mortal Kombat X? There we have Ratchet and Clank. Until Dawn? I mean, awesome game.
My name is Kara.
My name is Connor.
Expected that, kind of. Infamous Second Son? Alright. They really want this game to be revived, no? Arkham Knight. Oh, nice.
After all, we've been there.
Yes! We can play Last of Us on another new console! Biohazard 7. Okay, that's it, okay. Wow. Yo, that last part was rough. Alright. Nice. Square published a site with comment from producer Naoki Yoshida, and though we're pouring our hearts and souls into the project each and every day, it may still be some time before we can get it into your hands. However, I promise it will be worth the wait. Yeah, dude, Bloodborne for sure. MKX, I'm super surprised because MK11 is the new flagship right now, right? So, but MKX, a lot of people love MKX. I think it's probably the best critically acclaimed Mortal Kombat of recent time. MK11 definitely really cool. But I think it makes sense that MKX is the game of choice. I think it makes sense. I think it also has a bigger player base. Yeah, and Final Fantasy 16. So it is 100% Naoki Yoshida. Okay. So Yoshi P is making FF16. I'm a little afraid that there are a lot of how do you say that? Like similar points between Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 14, or like the whole franchise of Final Fantasy. That, you know, Final Fantasy 7 was completely different. Final Fantasy 8 was completely different. Final Fantasy 9 already got back to a lot of roots, which is good, right? Like after having 7 and 8 between. It's the same team as FF14, yes, okay. Well, let's see. We will see. I mean, the fighting obviously is completely different, and being able to like draw on icon power, using the icons for your own like melee attacks and so on. I think that's definitely a very cool idea. It's interesting that Shiva fought Titan, and you used Titan attacks, and Phoenix fought Ifrit, and you used Phoenix attacks. So maybe there's like a good, or like you have to make a decision which one you choose. I don't know. We will see. There was some kind of other attack that looked like claws or whatever, where I have absolutely no idea what this could be because it was blue, but yeah. I just want to see. So they just say, enjoy a selection of generation PlayStation 4, access to collection on your PS5 at launch. Simply download. PlayStation Plus is an ongoing. Okay, so those games are in PlayStation Plus for launch if you have the PlayStation 5. Yeah, I'm happy it's not an MMO too. Yeah. But it wouldn't make sense because Naoki Yoshida said that he would work on Final Fantasy 14 for a long time still. But I would like to know if they want get money for the PlayStation 4 games, because that was something that was such a bummer for PlayStation Vita when they said like, yeah, you can play your PlayStation Portable games on it, and they have PlayStation 1 games on it, and it's going to be awesome, and you're going to enjoy them, and they're going to be so cool, and everyone's going to like jump in a circle and be happy. And then you got the Vita, and they wanted my money for it, which I thought was that's just, I don't know, like I already paid money to get these games, so why would I download them on my PlayStation Vita and pay money for it? Like I have a PlayStation Portable and I have a PlayStation Vita. Okay, so then I don't have to take both with me or what, but to pay money for them, because you're not. Or I don't jump between a lot of games back and forth usually. Like I have like 3 games or what that I play, and especially on a handheld console, I'm usually playing one game because I'm not playing it as much as I, for example, play on my PC or as I played on my PlayStation 4 before. So I'm usually, when I take my handheld and I go on the bus, I always go on playing the same game. So there's not a lot of incentive for me to rebuy those games just to have them on my Vita instead of my PlayStation Portable. I don't know. They could have done that better, I think. And if they do that on the PlayStation 5, I wouldn't like that. No, that wouldn't be cool. I think we're done then, no? So now 5 minutes of this. 5 minute long. Just square, circle, triangle, and X. I don't know, I like that it has this kind of Android look to it. Kind of reminds me of an Android, I don't know why. On the side it's not pretty. Should be standing, definitely. They really want to make us understand that it has this wall surface, so. Alright, that's the prices, so. Would make, I mean, if they go on doing everything the same way, it looks like my router. My router looks a little different, but yeah, it does look like a lot of routers. Which is funny because there was this Korean joke that this guy made, right? That they sold the PlayStation 4 as a router. $750 Australian for the Australian dollars for the disc model. I have no idea how much 750 Australian dollars is, to be honest. How much is wait, let me check that. You're happy with that price? Well, that's good then. Let me check real quick. 750 Australian dollar in euros. Oh. Maybe I should ask you to buy it and then send it to me. Do we still need the disc model? That's a very good question, I think. What is the digital edition? Does it have like a 1 terabyte SSD? Yeah, I mean, secondhand games. That's probably the main reason why everything is walking over to digital, right? Because the developers or the game companies, they don't earn any money when you make a secondhand trade. Buying a disc on your own game, digital, you're essentially renting it. Yeah, I think so. That is the whole thing why like I have maybe 1/3 of the PlayStation 4 games that I own is what I have digitally, and the others I completely have always as hard copies. Yeah, and because exactly what you're saying, that's where I wanted to go. I'm sorry. When they take it out of the store and you deleted it from your hard drive because you needed the space, it's gone. Like if they take it out of the store, you cannot buy it anymore. That's written down in the terms of service for the PlayStation 4. So it's gone. Like you're done for it. If you don't have like a backup or whatever, it's your CD. Like you don't have a CD for it. It's gone, right? That's what always just shocked me. You can still delete something for space, but have the disk as a backup. Exactly. That's when you own the disk, they can never take it away from you if no one just like raids your home and steals your shit, right? But then the digital version would be gone also. Buy a 2 terabyte hard drive and run it off that slower. Yeah, like come on. I'm not buying third-party equipment just to play the video games that I want to play on that thing. You probably always have to like delete stuff because the discs aren't holding as much of the game anymore as you get through the updates and so on. I have the feeling. But even 2 terabytes, it's gonna be full in an instant. Look how fast you filled up the PlayStation 4. Like now you have on the 400 gigabyte version, you have like 4 games on it. Felt like. Oh, that's a good question. I don't think they will have a 256 version. You think so? I think that the big one is a terabyte? And that's actually an interesting question. Because they just show two prices, right? You have yeah, 256. That's basically that's two games. If they are as big as they should be, that's not a lot that you can put on it. Plus, you have to download all the apps and so on. Google says the PlayStation 5 will come out with a custom 825 gigabyte SSD. I'd say the price shown there is the 512 model. Okay. I don't know. I don't think that the disk drive is the reason for $100 less. I think that the digital edition probably has a smaller SSD, and then I can imagine that it has like a 500 SSD. And the bigger one, 825. That's such a weird. It's such a weird SSD then. Why wouldn't you go for it? Right? Maybe it's just a terabyte SSD, and because of all the shit that is on it, you can just use 825. Is maybe that what Google's showing you? Because that would make sense, right? Because you always have stuff on it, like the system and other stuff that you cannot delete. Like for example, nowadays on your phone, right? Like you get your phone. 825 gigabytes. Sony's solution to proprietary 825 gigabyte is most optimal match for the 12-channel interface. Okay. Huh. I think that's interesting though. 825 GB, okay. GB, gigabyte. I'm still gonna try get the Japanese version, whatever happens. Just because I'm used to having like the buttons set differently, because on the Japanese PlayStation, the OK button is always on circle and the cancel button is always on X. So that's gonna probably be cheaper than for me in the foreign. But the 825 gigabyte SSD is then also not humongous, right? Xbox on the Series S has a 500 SSD, right? 500 gigabyte SSD and 1440p, but it's €100 cheaper or $100 cheaper than the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition. Yeah, the Series X, exactly. The Series X has 1 terabyte and is at $399. And the Series S, like small, actually has 500 gigabytes SSD, which is one reason why it's just $300. So $299. 16 gigabyte RAM, that's nothing. Oh, that is nice though. You can actually put your own or install your own M2 SSD. That's really cool. That is a very good decision, I think. Because people are gonna be pissed. Like with the PlayStation 4, non-support of third-party hard drives, people were pissed because they all had to open it and basically break the warranty to install a faster hard drive, right? So I'd imagine will happen often. 825 gigabyte is like 20 games. Yes, exactly. If at all. Like, think about, like, you have to download apps, right? You have to download like stuff, or you want to download stuff like Netflix, YouTube, Twitch, I don't know, maybe Prime Video and so on. These were all just like shit, like make shit space full of your apps. Yeah, or you install Flight Simulator and you're done for. That was horrible. Anyway, yeah, but being capable of installing your own M2 SSD is super cool. Doesn't make the RAM any faster though. ITA games that will eat it up. Yeah, of course. Call of Duty, I think the last Call of Duty that came out for PlayStation 4 is at 160 gigabytes right now, I think, with every expansion, or even more. Just imagine that. And that's a PlayStation 4 game, right? So that's not gonna have the amount of information stored as a PlayStation 5 game will have. Yeah, that is nuts. I think that's nuts. So I can imagine that we have to GTA 5 was 80 gigabytes on the Xbox One. All right. So if you think about that, compared to how big the games were on PlayStation 3, to what they were on PlayStation 4, and then what we have to expect them to be on PlayStation 5. Oh, these times. Then actually they are. It's a weird feeling towards how many games we were capable of storing on an 8 megabyte memory card, because it feels like it's long ago when you look at the development of the consoles. It feels so, like it was yesterday when you look at your own life. But whatever happens, it's just in the development of how all of this changed. It's ages ago, right? Like, look at the TVs. I remember I played Street Fighter 4 on on these huge shit TVs, you know, that were so thick. I don't know how you call them in English, but you know, like there was all just RGB shit shown to you. If you would go close enough, you would see the small pixels. Yeah, like a PAL TV, exactly. Things have advanced fast, and it was on a PlayStation 3 back then. So that's just 2 generations before what we are going to get in November, right? Actually, we didn't see the reveal date yet. There it is. So that we definitely needed to see now too. November 12th, November 19th. Oh, look at that! King J.R., you will have your PlayStation 5 before us. Yeah, it is super interesting because there was a couple of things. So, what was the other one? MK11 was the other one that got announced and basically directly came out. Like, there was no wait time. PlayStation, then Final Fantasy VII Remake did exactly the opposite. And I think it's very interesting to see how they play and try out these things. Like now, Final Fantasy has 24 megabyte hog. I know, right? But it's very interesting to see how they're playing this, because you're gonna get hyped and hyped and hyped and hyped and hyped, and then when your hype is at the highest point, because now everyone is announcing and announcing, all of a sudden they're like, bam, you know what? Next month, here you go, or in 2 months. It was June it got first revealed that 5 months later people are playing it. Yes, it's crazy. Although we knew in end of 2019 that the PlayStation 5 would come out probably in 2020. Like there were already so many leaks about it. So around holidays, no, before holidays 2019. So before December, definitely. There were already so many leaks and rumors that PlayStation 5 would come out around. But it was I think the last time that we heard anything was holidays 2020. So that would be Christmas holidays, and usually, right? That's what it means, like American Christmas holidays. If you watch it on like American streams or whatever. November 12th is blowing my mind, that's true. Sadly I got spoiled for it this morning, so it's not something that blows my mind now, but it's still very impressive. I think it's also interesting that basically everyone except for China and Europe. That's it earlier. At least of the big markets, right? Like the big markets. Availability in each country subject to local import regulations. PlayStation 5 launch date for China is still under exploration and will be announced at a later date. Wow, okay. Yes, definitely. They must have been. Yeah, that's true. Hiya, Sigurd. China's fucked. That's crazy. But this is actually something that really that is mind blowing. Actually, when you think about it, Sony being a Japanese company in Japan and China have a lot of like things going on, right? Like that is really interesting. It would be I would really like to know the what is happening in the like behind closed doors there. I just imagine it's China's import laws with COVID going on. Well, I mean, you could say that, but it's also stuff like this is it's an easy way because so China is developing a lot of stuff by themselves, right? Right? China has a lot of game market booming right now. Yo, Rayleos, how you doing, my man? There aren't a lot of Chinese AAA titles for consoles yet. And this is something that I can imagine Sony is a little afraid of. I don't know. It's interesting for sure. It could be just the COVID stuff, right? It could be just the COVID stuff, and I'm reading way too much into it. 100% possible, but there is a market in China that is possibly, or there is a high possibility that it will explode in one moment, and they will like create a shit ton of stuff, and this could be one way to regulate it. And then whatever happens, Sony is always going to say it's because of COVID, right? If it goes the same as FF47 remake release, it will be Broken Street date on the 6th November. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was crazy, right? FF7 remake. But that was also because everything just completely went down in seconds, right? Like we really had no idea what to do and how to, or not us, but I think that was okay. Like the decision making they did, people were pissed about it more than they should have been. The way how they handled the end of the game, that it's not possible of videotaping it and so on. Also, in my understanding, really, really cool. Really good decision making there. But I do understand that a lot of people were super pissed. I do understand that this wasn't maybe the best idea with like streaming and stuff and like this going on, but better than like pushing it to the back even further, right? Let's see if there's something more going on.
So now you know.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us today and for being part of this amazing journey. It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives us to deliver a truly new generation of experiences on PS5. From everyone at PlayStation, we appreciate your continued support, and we look forward to you getting your hands on PS5 very soon. To close, let me leave you with one more quick look.
All right.
Time draws near.
Kratos. The new God of War?
You must prepare yourself.
Ragnarok? God of War Ragnarok? Nice. Santa Monica Studios. Alright, that's the wrap up, I guess.
Let's go.
PlayStation 4, 5 can render snow? Damn! There was a weird cutscene inside the Resident Evil trailer. But I liked it, definitely. What's that then? Oh, we didn't see anything from Horizon, actually. Yep, that was the final hype trailer. Alright, yeah, that was cool. It was really good, actually, when you think about the fact that, so we have the Final Fantasy 16 trailer, which was really cool, really blew my mind. I don't really think that in-game graphics were something really crazy. At least in these slower scenes. Fighting, I think, is really cool, right? Like the fighting looks amazing, like a kind of like a mix between Final Fantasy 7 remake, horrible, always super nice, and Final Fantasy 15 with the teleporting and stuff like this. No user interface yet. Yeah, that's true. That's always the fuck up. Like, you know that it's scripted still, right? So it's probably not going to look as good. So that is not going to look like what we see here. We can be fairly sure about this one. But it's still I like the idea of how you're fighting, because it has like a little this feeling of how you always wanted to see Final Fantasy 7 characters fight against each others. And yeah, I mean, icons fighting against each other is definitely a super cool idea. And the story looks interesting enough. I'm curious if it's latest Unreal Engine. It has to be, right? Like, I mean, wasn't that the whole thing? That now everyone is using the new Unreal Engine. And I mean, when you look at the lighting, I don't think it's the old one. Although, like, so because everyone was blown away by or everyone said that the Unreal Engine, the new Unreal Engine, wasn't looking so crazy compared to the games that came out just now. But if you look at how the Unreal Engine, the last gen Unreal Engine trailer looked like, and you see what they do with the Unreal Engine now, it's crazy, right? Like we can actually look at this because wait, what was that trailer's name? Unreal Engine 4. I think that's it. Oh wait, that's some people talking. Oh, that's the 5 revealed. There was this this trailer that came out back then. There it is. So that is the Unreal Engine 4 trailer that the games from PlayStation 4 and games that we're basically playing right now was made on, right? And basically you still like that is not as good as what we are having as video games today. Don't know if the migration process is a big deal. What do you mean exactly? Like that face looks rough. From Unreal 4 to Unreal 5? I cannot tell you either. I'm sorry. But look, like this is not looking like what we are playing right now, right? I mean, their selling point was probably like that there was a lot of sparkling effects and a lot of shit happening at the same time. Lighting also, but not as much. Like I think this like shading effect or whatever was probably more the big deal. But like this doesn't look as good as Final Fantasy VII Remake. You look at Final Fantasy VII Remake, for example, or other games, that is not as good. Don't care if the graphics in the trailers don't look too good. Rather be pleasantly surprised by better graphics than disappointed in shitty ones. Yeah, of course. No, my point is just that when people aren't blown away by the graphics of what they see in the video games of the PlayStation 5 now, because the Unreal Engine 5 isn't like, wow, completely different from what we've ever seen, and it's normal because this is what we're using right now, and this is not looking as hot, right? So if we're looking at the Unreal Engine 5 trailer, and this looks really good, right? This is still definitely 100% something that is going to blow our minds in 2-3 years, where people will then actually know what all this triangular blah 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 thing is going on. Then what did they say? There's no LOD anymore. Yeah, this triangle stuff there, and people actually first have to find out how that actually works. So and alone the fact that there is no LOD, that's crazy. LOD meaning like the level of distance, right? So you usually have things that are super far away, have less polygons than things that are a little closer. So you have like far away stuff that is like not very nice to see. That has a lot, like very few polygons, and you have a middle distance that has more polygons, and then you have the stuff that you're standing right in front of, and that has the most polygons. And apparently that is not happening in Unreal Engine 5 anymore because everything is made out of these triangles. Early 2021 and in full release in late 2021. Oh wow, okay. So then Final Fantasy 16 will not be in Unreal Engine 5. That is interesting. I thought that it would be, actually. Yeah, it must be something like that, definitely. Because the lighting, wow, Demon's Souls? Demon's Souls looked the best of everything. Demon's Souls looked so good. Yeah, I don't really agree with the Witcher graphics comparison. Because this like where is it? This travel stuff. Like this stuff here? Wait. Ah, it wasn't in this trailer actually, was it? Wait, there's a different trailer where she's traversing the world. There's the tech demo.
This has to be the right way.
And I wanted to look at this part here. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, it looks comparable, I think. But that's just because this is going to look better, right? Let me go just a little further ahead. So that is... Wait, didn't I see her traverse in this traverse?
Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara...
Ah, there's the traverse part. So this is the stuff that that is actually super crazy. Right now, the traversal where she's traversing through this world. Like, this looks really. If this is what it's gonna look like in like 2 years, in actual gameplay, like there you can see that there is no level of distance. Right, the stuff that is far away already looks super good. But this is all scripted, right? They want to make you believe that this is not scripted, that this is played with a controller, but I don't believe that. But this looks crazy. If you think about the fact what they will make out of this looks crazy, I think. So that is gonna be late 2021. Okay, so that is still some time to wait for, right? There's still some. We still have some time to look at this stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see it. And I think I'm gonna wrap up this PlayStation 5 stuff with this here. Because I think that I don't think that there's like we will have to wait, right? We will have to see what's going to happen. The PlayStation 5 does look impressive. I'm really impressed about Demon's Souls. God, this looks so amazing. Please let it look a little like it. If it looks just 75% as good as the trailer looked like, that would blow my mind. I swear to God. Like, let's just go back to this, right? One last time, real quick. Because that looked... where was it? Demon's Souls is a PlayStation 3 game. Yeah, we rewatched the trailer? Okay. Let us see. There it is. Yeah, I saw it. Ooh, what is this? What is happening here? Okay. I saw it, but I didn't watch it yet. Because I didn't want to spoil myself. Is it this one, actually? Like, if this looks 75% as good as it does in this trailer, I'm happy. Holy shit, I'm going to be happy. Just look at that, dude. The messages on the ground. Wow, that is just so amazing. How he's like taking in the souls and stuff. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I have to see something. Let me check real quick, one thing. So that is how the blood is on the shield now. There's more blood on the shield, eh? Nice. It actually looked like it kind of splashed onto it because he went down, so it looks very fluid, etc. Yeah. I don't think it makes the game too complicated. It's quick. It's definitely quicker than I have it in memory. Which would be amazing, I think, because everyone loved that about Bloodborne and Sekiro. Like this, super quick. All right, see you in an hour. Have a nice day. And like this makes me wonder because like 2 shield bashes blocked is usually not possible. Thanks for dropping by, SG Goods. See you in an hour. Like usually you shouldn't have that much endurance to block 2 shield bashes and then parry the 3rd one. Just I didn't even ever try to parry a shield bash, I think. This looks crazy. Now I think it's the effect with the shoulder pad, right? The blood effects are super good. This is super, super cool. And the demon! Holy shit, the demon's details! The blood looks really good on the demon too. Bye bye. I don't know how much I like this kind of like very clear you died. Holy shit, goddamn, that looks good. But I don't think it will look like this though. Yeah, very simplistic, this you died. Yeah, it looks so much like a fantasy world. Yeah, that is impressive. Like that is something that is really making me wanna get this PlayStation 5 as quickly as possible. Super impressive, super cool.